test this shit out. All right, there we go. What is going on? Happy Saturday, happy weekend, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is for you. Welcome to Mike Rock Gaming. Let's have a little bit of fun. I'm going to be with you guys for about an hour right now. I just kind of want to sit back and chit chat. I usually don't get on Saturdays unless I'm either just completely done with what I got to do, or times like now where if I go back to sleep or if I try to go to bed, I'm going to miss picking up my son from work. So I got to stay up. I got to do something. So why not be here with you guys? But we're playing some Hunt Showdown, and I really, really like this game. I wish I would have given this game more credit when it first came out years ago. But, you know, it was one of those times when you're trying to play what everybody else wants to play. You're getting in good with the community. You like playing games that everybody is having fun, whether they're playing with you or they're watching you on stream. And at that time, that game was Call of Duty. And for a long time, that game was Call of Duty. And it causes us, you know, when we get hooked on one particular thing, it causes us to miss out on some other, if not equally, but at least somewhat comparably good service, product, or whatever the case may be. And I really think that that's what happened with Hunt. It's not a battle royale. It's not as action packed as a Resurgence or Call of Duty Warzone, but it is fun. It's a little bit slower paced. The guns you actually have to work. It's like I don't even know if there is an automatic weapon in the game, but basically you have to shoot, reload. And your enemies in the game are it's what they call PvPvE. You're either a monster, well, not you, but the people you're fighting. They're either monsters, different types of monsters with different ways of killing them. Then you have your bounties that you have to go after. And what's cool about the bounties is that anybody can go after the bounties. Each map, each session, or whatever you want to call it, there's only 2 bounties to get, and you've got several teams all fighting for the same bounty. So you can kill each other, go fight the bounty, and try to extract, or you can wait till they kill the bounty, go kill them, take the bounty, and extract. Or you could just go into the game, especially if you're a solo, and go to look to kill people, go to look to just get extra weapons, extra loot, and stuff like that, and then extract whatever without ever actually getting a bounty. So there's different ways to play the game. And the hardest part about the game is getting started, because if you have played Call of Duty or Battlefield or any of those games, you're used to the automatic fire on weapons and everything else. There's a small learning curve. One of the things that I like about Hunt Showdown compared to some of these other games, including Tarkov, that they compare these extraction shooters to, is that if you are transitioning from a battle royale to an extraction shooter, this is a really, really good go-between, because the menu isn't as detailed or involved as like a Tarkov. And for me, that's big, because when I looked at what was the I played one extraction game where, and it might have been Tarkov that I was looking at, but the menu was so huge, and I'm like, it was a turn off. It's like, dude, I don't want to take the time to relearn everything I've ever known about video games in order to get into this. Excuse me. So I never could get into it before, because it was huge. It was just like, dude, no, I don't have time for that. With Hunt Showdown, you got a wheel of your inventory. You got to set your loadout. You do have to do more than what you do in Warzone, but it's not as complicated once you get the hang of it as playing with a Tarkov or playing with the new Delta Force game, which I hear is phenomenal. I'm just not a mouse and keyboard person, so I'm waiting for it to come out on console, or I'm waiting for them to get controller support so I can try it out on my PC. So that's the reason why I've been getting into Hunt Showdown. I've been looking for something different. I'm mad as hell at Activision because of the greed, because what we now know 100% without a doubt, that they are just being greedy. They can fix the hacking issue if they wanted to. They choose not to. There's a lot of evidence out there to support that fact. I don't think that the reason why I don't think they do interviews on these things is because they know that they can't refute it. They can't, there is no argument that they can give us as players to justify why some of these other games like Apex and Valorant have the same exact cheat software, anti-cheat software, Ricochet, but it works for them, but it doesn't work for Call of Duty. And then not only that, when you talk about the companies that are creating these cheats, Activision will, without hesitation, go after smaller companies. Like I think it's H2M. They created this mod that allows you to turn Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered into Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered with all the maps, all the guns, and everything else. And even though they were giving it away for free, Activision took advantage of that. They took the, you had to buy Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 in order to play this mod. They put that game half off while people were still waiting for the mod to come out. And then a day before they released the mod 100% free, they sent that company a cease and desist letter saying you can't do that. So if you can spend the money and let them know that you're going to take them to court for modding a game and server that you no longer support, why can't you do the same thing for a game that people are actively spending money on with your operator scans and your battle passes and everything else? There really is only one answer. You don't care. You're getting paid by the cheat companies, you're getting paid by the people who play the game, and you're just constantly racking in the money without spending any of it to protect what is yours. So to me, I just like, that's enough for me to say I need something else to play. I don't. It's hard for me to do business, even something like play video games, with a company that doesn't care about its consumers enough, and are basically spitting in your face, saying that we don't care about your users enough. Anyways, let's get into the game. I actually took an hour. Now we've got about, I don't know, about 45 minutes that I'll be able to play with you guys if we're having fun. And after I pick up my son, which will take me about 15 minutes, we might even just come back and hop back on and play with you guys until I'm tired and ready to go to bed. So we'll see. We are in the startup. If anybody has this game, here's the other thing. If you have never played Hunt Showdown, it's free to play until I believe the 19th, which would make this till Monday. So you can play the game entirely for free. Test it out. There was a huge update. And to me, this is another reason why I love this game and these developers. There was enough they put enough into this update where they could have called this Hunt 2. They could have called it Hunt 2 and then charged everybody for a brand new game, and they chose not to do that. They chose to give it away for free for the people who already owned the previous version, and then of course for people who have Xbox One and PS4, they don't support it anymore. But they told them that we will give you a free copy of the next gen console version of Hunt Showdown, so that we can get rid of the last game entirely. It was a complete uninstall and reinstall, not just an update. So to me, mad respects to the developers of of this game. And I know there's some people that played this game that are a little upset with the UEI, the interface, because that has changed as well. But I wouldn't know anything about that. What is going on, Joseph? You feel like playing? It's free. Hey, tell everybody, until the 19th, it's free to play. I like the game. I think the only people who've never played it who don't like it are the people who don't understand the game. Scorched Earth ends in 50 days. So they did take, I'm just gonna get and see who I have. I still have you? I didn't lose you? Okay, we're good to go with him. I think I was able to get my last game. I was able to get out. So we're going to go in here and play duo. Find me a teammate. Let's just get into the game. Oh, you have golf tea time in the morning? That's so cute. Oh, I can't play. You know what? I guess I'm going to end the stream. I got to go. My Game Pass is on my son's account, so I got to go and pay that, which means I got to go and get off in order to get that paid. Yes, I have the money to pay it. I just haven't paid it. So that's the end of that. Man, that sucks. It's not embarrassing. It just sucks. I was really looking forward to playing this game. By the time I go to my son's Xbox and get it paid for and everything else, I'm going to have to leave to go and pick him up anyway. So, we're not going to do that. What else do we got going on, man? So we are going to be bringing. Before we go, I'm only going to take this about 4 or 5 more minutes. But before we go, we have decided on how we're going to grow both Mike Rock Gaming and Mike Rock Uncensored. We're going to continue Mike Rock Gaming on Twitch. We're going to share it to Facebook, but we are not going to be as committed to running things on Facebook. I hear that Facebook is a dying commodity when it comes to online streaming. Even Stone Mountain 64, who was huge on the platform, has just recently decided to take his business and to stream in other places like YouTube. And I don't know if he came back to Twitch, but I know he's on YouTube now. So we're going to share it with Facebook so that family and friends that we've already built, the community we've already built over there on Facebook, can continue to see us until it's just we have to make that decision on like which platforms we're going to stick with and which ones we're going to let go. We'll stick with Facebook as long as humanly possible, but we have jumped over to YouTube as well. I'm hoping to grow that community over time, but our priority when it comes to gaming is going to be right here on Twitch. So I'm going to be doing a lot of things to gear up and make sure that that we are giving you the best experience when it comes to micro gaming on Twitch. I'm gonna make sure that I know about what the points that you're spending. Like we just upgraded the spending. We just upgraded the points to drop loadout drops. I'm not dropping my guns anymore unless you're willing to pay 10,000 points, and I doubt anybody's willing to do that. So that's something I'm hoping that we have cured. It's just a little annoying. We might have days where we'll lower the price and let it be 1,000 again. But when you're playing a game, I get it. I get why people do it, and it's fun sometimes. But when you're paying 1,000 points every single time to have me drop my weapons and I'm running around with my fist trying to kill things, I become a disappointment to my teammates. And so it's like there's a fine line between dropping your weapons and then just not being able to play the game. So I know it's fun for the people who do it, and no, it's my fault that I allowed it to happen for so long. But that was a problem that we just recently fixed. So there's that. We are going to be adding, I believe, a slot machine, which I think is going to be fun. You'll be able to spend channel points or whatever in order to get to spin the slot machine. And I think that's going to be fun because we'll either give away prizes or you'll be able to do some things in the game if you win on the slot machine. So I just learned about this earlier today. I did my homework on it. I think it's going to be a really, really good addition to our adult-based community here at Micro Gaming. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Other than that, again, we're doing a lot of really big things over at Mike Rock Uncensored. And I know a lot of people here that have been with us for a very long time. Not a lot. There's a few. I don't think some people care when we talk about politics and other things or relationships or just whatever we talk about as men, and ladies are more than welcome to join us. I don't think there's a lot of people who do care, but I do believe that because we didn't start with these type of conversations, that there are other people that we might lose over time because they didn't join up in this community to have random conversations. They were actually here for the video gameplay. But I think that's what makes us interesting, is the fact that we can talk about different things, talk about whatever we want, and everybody has the freedom to share their opinions. Get angry if you want to get angry. Leave the community for a day if you don't like the conversations that we're having. But at the end of the day, I really want this to be one of those communities where people can come and just be themselves. I don't mean being an actual racist. I don't mean, actually having hate towards any one particular group. We don't want to have those conversations, but we do want to be able to have dialogue, and we want people to feel free to tell a joke without being ridiculed, or to have an opinion without people ramming it down their throats and actually hating them because they had that opinion. 44.2 thousand you have. Well, if you're willing to spend 10,000 4 times in order for me to drop my weapons, you're more than welcome to do that. So what I'm gonna do, it's 9:25 my time. Some of you are gonna go to bed, especially on the East Coast, so you guys have a good night if I don't see you right around 10:30. But we're gonna plan to stream at 10:30 tonight Pacific Standard Time. If you have Hunt Showdown and you want to play, you're more than welcome to. We can have 3 people in the game. If you don't have Hunt Showdown, but you're interested in trying it out and you're already on my friends list, meaning I don't have to put you through all of this, sign up here and click this link and all of this other drama. You have an hour to download the game. It will be free for you. If you have Xbox, it's free on Game Pass either way. If you don't have Xbox, it's free on PC and PS5 for the next couple of days. So if you're interested in it, you want to see how it plays, you want to see if it's something that you could actually have some fun with, now would be a really good time to try it out, simply because if we play together, I can teach you, show you what I've learned to kind of make the journey a little bit easier for you. Um, I know. I know. That's the reason why I said it at 10,000. It's not because I really want people to pay 10,000. It's because I really don't want to drop my weapons. That's why we set that price right there. I don't want people to pay the 10,000. I just don't want to drop my weapons. So one other thing, man, and maybe I should be bringing this up a little bit more often, man. If because we are finally growing. We're at almost 2,000 subscribers on Mike Rock Uncensored. We're at 6,000 on Facebook, but like I said, it's a dying a streaming service over on Facebook. We've got I don't know, 700. What are we at over here on Twitch? We're at 700 and something over here on Twitch. 759 over here on Twitch, and then we're fairly new on YouTube. But as we grow, if you have any kind of video editing experience, or you're really good at running a Twitch channel and you're interested in growing with us, feel free to get in contact with me. I want to treat this as an actual business. No, you will not be getting paid right this second. But if you see some promise in what we're doing, you think we can have a lot of fun together, and you're a fun person, because there's going to be an interview, and I'm going to find out if you somebody that meshes well with who we are as a community. But if you're interested in helping us to grow, to help take some of this workload off of my shoulders so that I can continue to pay my bills and continue to get these videos and stuff out there to you guys, hit me up, because I'm going to be looking to grow. And as we grow, and as we start monetizing our channels, and if you've got ideas and we share ideas and implement those ideas, when we start making any kind of income together, the first thing I'm going to do is break bread and share that income, share that revenue that we create with each other as a team. And then of course we'll be giving a lot of it back to the community, because I love doing shit like that. No, you can do that for 10,000 points, bro. You can do that to me. I will not get mad if you do that to me for 10,000 points. For 1,000 points, it's fucking annoying. Period. It's 1,000 points. That is not enough money for me to get ready to win the game and me to have to drop my weapons. No, I can't fist. Wow. I don't know how you meant that, but it didn't sound right as I was saying it out loud. So I'm just gonna assume that that's what you meant, and I'm not gonna repeat it. You guys can tell I've been tired. Last but not least, man, I have one of the things that I do on the side to help support my family is I marry people. I get them eloped online only. I don't want to marry people in person. There's enough people here in Las Vegas who are really good at that. So that's me fighting for a position that I don't want to fight for. I don't want to do the fighting. I will if somebody came to me and said, "Hey, can you marry us in person?" But I don't advertise for it. I don't market for it. But I do help people to elope online. If you want to get married, and I mean the same day, send me a DM, or you can hit me up at officiance.com, OFFICIANCE.com. And it's relatively inexpensive. If you're looking for a budget-based way to get married to your loved one, whether they're getting ready to deploy in the military, or you just don't like big crowds and expensive weddings, hit me up. I marry people through the state of Utah. It's all legal. It's all 100% legit. I will give you the instructions and the process for what happens, but everything is done online. I can get you married within a couple hours. All you got to do is hit me up, and I'll give you more information for that. All right, man, I'm going to get out of here for now. It is 9:30. I have to go pick up my son at 10:30. We will be back on. We'll probably play until maybe 1 a.m. in the morning. I don't know. I just really want to play some Hunt Showdown. I've been looking forward to it all day. I will see you guys again. And if I don't see you guys tomorrow at our regularly scheduled time, you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, get some rest, and I'll talk to you guys again soon, man. Have a great one. Peace. What do you mean, what about Wisconsin? Wait, hold on. What about Wisconsin? Oh, you're on that Wisconsin time, is what you're saying? I'll wait. I'm gonna wait for an answer on this one. Or you don't want to talk? Is that what it is? Golly, Mike. Take for I can marry people in any state. I can actually marry people anywhere across the world. The only problem with marrying outside of the US is that they have another procedure that they have to go through themselves, which has nothing to do with me. I don't provide services for that. I think it's called in a spostal, something starts with an A, but it's not a service that I provide. So I typically will tell people, I will tell people right off the bat, I can marry you from anywhere in the world. You can be in Africa, you can be in Ireland, and I can marry the two of you all at the same time, as long as you go through the online process, which starts from the Utah website. Like, as long as you verify everything with them and they say everything is good to go, it takes the state of Utah will send me an email letting me know that you're good to go. Then I provide the wedding online through a video service like Zoom or Facebook Messenger. As long as we do it online, I have to be now the qualification, and the reason why I charge between $300 to $400 for the service is because I have to physically be located in the state of Utah when I provide this service. So since I'm only in about an hour and 45 minutes away from the border of Utah, there's a city there called St. George. What I usually do is, once people make payment, once they've gone through that first step through the state of Utah, I begin to make my drive out to Utah. I don't care what time of day it is. For that kind of money, I will make the drive. And so I just drive out to Utah. I let you know when I'm there. We do our Zoom meeting. You get married. I send the verification. I fill out the verification process through the state of Utah. Then they will immediately send you an email with a digital copy of your marriage license, and then they will send you your physical copy in the mail, which you'll get between 7 to 10 business days. All right, got it. And if you know anybody that wants to get married, and they want to do it online, they're okay with getting married online, send me their information or have them get in touch with me. If they let me know that you were the one to do it, then I'll send you back a $50 referral fee, because I want to grow. Like, it would be really nice to be able to be here with you guys as much as humanly possible, do my YouTube videos, which you can check out at Mike Rock Uncensored, and then of course just marry people in my spare time and make enough money to pay my bills until everything we're doing here is enough to pay my bills as well. Okay. All right. I've said everything I had to say. I'll be back in an hour. I'll talk to you guys again soon. You guys have a great rest of your night. Peace.